I want to talk a little bit about y-intercepts and how to find them from various forms. First of all, we're going to look at a graph. And obviously, a y-intercept is where the line touches the y-axis, where it touches the y-axis. Now, this is your y-axis, this one right here. So wherever the line touches, that's your y-intercept. Right there is where this line touches the y-axis at 1, 2. So the coordinates for that point is actually 0, 2. Sometimes it will ask for just the whole number 2. Most of the time you need to realize that that coordinate is actually 0, 2, looking for where it touches the y-axis. Then we're looking at equations. So equations, right here is our form that we're used to, that we've been using. We've looked at m is the slope. It's the number in front of the x or with the x. This number on the end, slope, this is your y-intercept. You have to pay attention and include the sign in front of it as well. So we're going to look over here at these. So for the first one, the y-intercept is 2, or the point 0, 2. This one, the y-intercept is negative. Notice how I included the negative with it, negative 5. So the point is 0, negative 5. Now this one, here's your slope. By the way, 1 is the slope for this one, and 4 is the slope for this one. But notice we don't have a y-intercept added on. So in order to keep the same value, we're going to add a 0 onto the equation. So your y-intercept for this one is actually 0, 0. Last, I want to look at some tables.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Sorry about that. Tables. Here, anywhere you see x as a 0, that's going to be your y-intercept. So I'm looking at this table. Here's a 0 for x. So that is my y-intercept, the point 0, 10. It's my y-intercept, where x equals 0. So if we look at this table, we notice that we don't have an x equals 0. We have 10, 20, 30. But we could figure it out if we work backwards and try to extend the table. So every time over here we're adding 10. So if we wanted to go backwards to there, we would subtract 10, go backwards. So that would give us a 0. That's what we're looking for. So this one is going down by 5, here to here. So to go backwards, we're going to have to add 5 to this, and it gives us 0. So that would be your y-intercept, which is 0, 0. So be aware, sometimes you don't have a 0 for your for your x, and you're going to have to work it out and find it yourself. So that should help with y-intercepts. Remember also that you can do a lot of this in Desmos. So if we're looking at Desmos here, we're going to type in an equation like y equals 4x plus 2. There we go. There's the point, 0, 2. Another line, y equals negative 1/2 x. There's your y-intercept. Remember also, with any of these, you can click on the gear and turn it into a table. There's your y-intercept, where x equals 0. Click on this one. Turn it into a table. Here's your y-intercept, where x equals 0. It's a 2, 0, 2. So remember, your Desmos graphing calculator can help you as well, and you can find the points here. Y-intercept, y-intercept.